Hello, glass of cannabis. It's been a glorious year. I want someone in here to stand to their feet and tell me their best way to smoke. Who will it be? You right here. What's your name, girl?
Not him. It don't really matter when we all agree. What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough. What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough.
What's up with y'all out there? This is the Best Way to Smoke podcast, and you smoking with Big J.
And Serpo Jr. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and then go tell a friend.
Please believe. Make sure y'all do that, man. And we want to thank everybody that tap in and tune in with us, man. The subscribers, the new subscribers coming on, man. Coming over here to mess with us and enjoy this ride with us, though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And before we jump into the show, you know we always do the best way to smoke tip. So today, the best way to smoke tip is, please, man, keep your hygiene up. You know, we did this tip a while back, though, but it's always important to double back on shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say, look, make sure that you brushing your teeth in the morning. You know what I mean? You're gargling, you're flossing, getting all the meat up out your teeth, all the food out your teeth and shit, out your teeth. We always say teeth. You know what I'm saying? But look, make sure that you keeping your mouth right, because if you're going out to smoke with people, you know, people don't want your bad breath, or, you know, some people be having the white shit, or even while you smoking with the cotton mouth shit, though, man, be aware of that shit. Keep you something to sip on, you know what I'm saying, something to drink, keep you some chapstick, man, and, you know, keep all that shit right, because people don't want that shit all on their blunt, you know what I'm saying, when you in the sesh.
How often you change your toothbrush?
I probably change my toothbrush probably like once a month. I change my shit often.
That's right.
What about you?
3 to 4 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks. Same thing.
Yeah, that's important though.
great.
And then
I got the
another thing though. Here's another thing that goes along with good hygiene. You can even take your toothbrush and pour peroxide on it before you
That's
get
true.
ready to brush your teeth. Just to, you know what I mean, pour the peroxide on it, kill
That's
some of
old
them
school
germs
right
that might
there.
be on it. Yup.
That's old school.
On the real, for sure, man. So look, that's the best way to smoke tip, though. So we're gonna jump into the show. We're just gonna have a little conversation, you know, and talk about different topics. And one of the topics we're gonna dig into, I want to ask you, Cuzzo, like, what you think? Do you think the California cannabis industry is broken at the state that it's in now with everything that's like going on?
It depends on like what you looking for. You know what I'm saying? If you coming into the industry, like, all right, what you coming into the industry looking for? If you speaking consumer wise, I mean, some of y'all weed and shit is bunk. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all weed and shit is cool. You know, some of
Right.
the merch and shit is cool. Some of it is not. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, like rocking your boat. You know what I'm saying? At the time, like hopefully certain things meet your standard.
Right.
You know, I mean, they have, you know what I'm saying, like cool little cannabis festivals and events all throughout where certain spots is legal. Now, that's not to say that if you get in on the business side of it and then you trying to go and like trying to elevate and do certain things, but you out of whack with the people. You know what I'm saying? You're not in the straight unison or connection with the actual consumer. You know what I'm saying? For them to be like, all right, I'll come spend with you. I'll come support with you.
Right.
You know, and it's like the ones that have that support, they try and put them up under the illegal shop. You know what I'm saying? Because really, like the ones that's like that they say is illegal, those are the ones that actually cater to a lot of people's needs, in my experience.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They're like, they chop it up with you, talk to you. They might not even be as knowledgeable about the strain that you're about to get, you know, but they actually connecting with you as a person. Oh,
Gotcha.
I don't know,
Right.
but I smoke this right here. I smoke this shit had me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's a different connection versus where you go in somewhere, it's like, all right, it's just straight business shit. Sign this right here. Oh, this is this right here. This is prepackaged here. That'll turn a motherfucker off. So
Right.
then you would be like, shit, business is starting to like go down. You know what I'm saying? So in a nutshell, it's probably just you at a lack of communication or unison with the business or the consumer.
Yeah. I can agree with that too. And I believe the California cannabis industry is broken. on a whole bunch of levels. Because when you speak about the industry, you speak at a wide range of things
Yeah, yeah.
from growing to, like you say, to the consumer, to purchasing, to
Shops,
shops, to producing the product. You know what I mean? And it's like, like
deliveries.
we did, like we talked about in our news session and shit. Though it's a lot of companies that's out here that really don't give a fuck about the consumer, and it's just all about a dollar.
Mm-hmm.
So they not caring about the quality of shit that the quality. They not caring about putting out a quality product. They just worried about putting out a good enough product to get their profit. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, I definitely believe is that the industry is broken because, like you said, if you get to these so-called illegal dispensaries that they have, I believe it's a lot of them, that are knowledgeable, and if you think about it, it's a lot of them that want to be legal, and it's still a lot of them that's still out there just trying to get a dollar too. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? To where they ain't giving a fuck about what they putting out there either. They just trying to get that dollar though. So in that realm, I think it's broken, and I also think it's broken, in the same way of the taxes and shit like that. The way they taxing these cannabis companies, these smaller business, the way the money that you got to spend to get into the industry, you know what I mean? The money that you got to spend to just to maintain yourself in the industry when it's so many growers and the market is flooded and there's so much weed being produced and it's not enough people buying the weed at these legal dispensaries. You know what I mean? It waters a whole bunch of shit down and it makes it hard for the small business. It closes doors. You know what I mean? It causes people to be laid off from their jobs and shit
Mm-hmm.
like that. So in that way, hell yeah, it's fucking broken. It needs to be reformed in a way
Hmm.
that to where it benefits, to where it's benefiting the grower, it's benefiting the seller, and it's benefiting the purchaser, the people like us that go get it, and the people that you know what I mean.
Let me ask you, why you think they putting so much emphasis on like the cannabis like economy coming down? You know what I'm saying? Like if it's this shit is still illegal on a federal level, but you have it seems like this is really coming from big businesses that's complaining about, oh, we not making enough. You know what I'm saying? It's not booming. Versus the ones that's like you ain't even hearing the complaints about the people losing their shops and shit,
Mm-hmm.
losing their farms, their grow operation, their transportation operations and shit due to certain legalities
Right,
or legal type shit.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But it seems as like these motherfuckers that already, you know what I'm saying, they got the bag and shit already. These are the motherfuckers
Yeah,
that's complaining about being shortchanged.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you think they put emphasis on this shit and it ain't even federally legal?
It could be a play, and another reason I think that they put a lot of emphasis on it is another emphasis that they put on it is the illegal dispensaries and
Hmm.
stuff, trying to the bigger business, trying to attack them and they put a lot of blame on the illegal market. The illegal market this is stopping this and doing this and doing that. So I think it might be a play, man, just to get shit going, to hopefully try to get shit going in the direction that benefits them more. You know what I mean? And right now, the illegal market, the so-called illegal market ain't going
Hmm.
fucking nowhere, man, just because of the state that the legal market is in. And the
Oh,
legal market is not getting no better. And if you think back, just think back though, my nigga, like 3 years ago, going into a dispensary. Yeah, I could say maybe 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, going into a dispensary, and a so-called illegal low-key dispensary. And like you said, man, you go into a lot of them spots and you get that feeling, that vibe, and that touch. You know what I'm saying? You can go open the drawer up. The experience is different. It seemed like, you build a relationship with
hmm,
the person that you with the bud tender. Cause you
hmm.
might go into the same spot and see the same bud tender all the
And they know
time,
who you are.
and
They
they
know
know who
what you
you
like.
are, know what you like, know what you want. Not to say that doesn't happen with the in the
It's
legal market,
it's rare.
you know what I'm saying? But it's more like you say, tailored just to the business aspect of it, not the care and the patient and shit like that. It's like, nigga, get your shit. Oh, this what you want, get your shit and get out. Because and into the same aspect, like I was saying, you go into the dispensary back in the days, 5-6 years ago, and nigga, they'll open the drawer and let you smell that shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll might pull a bud out and like, here, this shit's sticky.
Hold up,
right
we
here.
just got some shit just came in. What you think about this?
What you think about this one? You know what I'm saying? And now it's like you go to dispensaries, it's not, you can see what the flower is. Sometimes it's just on the board. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, oh, let me try that one. What that one like? And they can just tell you about, it's like this.
All that shit right there start going down the drain because it's like that's when the you got to get your rec. You know what I'm saying? Those days, you know what I'm saying? You need your rec to come up inside of here. Ever since, you know what I'm saying, they start like amending, changing laws, regulating this, trying to put this on the ballot to legalize that, motherfuckers start getting raided. You got consumers starting to get caught up inside of these raids. You know what I'm saying? Inside of these shops. That's what's making some of these, I guess, so-called illegal or legal shops like lose revenue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like on the flip side of it, you got motherfuckers like, instead of just like, all right, trying to get shit right, if you finna get raided and I'm finna be inside this motherfucker anyway, I might as well go ahead and fuck with the black market. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of coming over here and fucking with you so-called legal motherfuckers if I'm gonna get caught up in the same raid type shit? I might as well get it how I live and go where it's at. That was the fall of it. You know what I'm saying? Because once them raids start happening, more laws starting to come out, more regulations starting to come out, more shit going onto the ballot to try to pass or legalize cannabis.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's when shit started getting fucked up. And now you complaining about the shit.
Yep, and cause like we talk about, to me, all they really want to do, I believe, I read an article, I think we did talk about it on the news like some months ago, but I believe they want to get it to a point to where it's probably maybe two major companies, major organizations that's the supplier. We have a supplier that supplies the East Coast, the West Coast, the Midwest, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
That's kind of like impossible, bro. You trying to
no, it's not, because they already saying that
it's on
it's
the realms
enough.
of why I say this is impossible.
Okay.
You trying to move and work as if like you some type of fucking kingpin. You know what I'm saying? You trying to roll and control all of it. I'm talking about
that's how
the governmental
they model
agency.
it. They trying to model shit like China. That's how China move.
But look,
other countries
you
move
probably
like
won't
that,
even
and
be
it's
able
successful.
to produce no proper product. You know what I'm saying? You got this person over here, this person over here. You know what I'm saying? So you mean this person is finna grow all of this shit. This person finna grow and produce all of this shit like that.
Right. But think about it though.
You're not gonna supply everybody.
Right.
You're gonna have to go and fuck with these other farmers. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to go and mess with other people. Yeah, you may be the face of the West Coast or the face of the East Coast. You can't do that shit by yourself.
Think about this, cuz think how these motherfuckers work, right? You can't do that. Just say if they say it's these two government
the
agencies.
black market will flourish.
Look, exactly though, but just say, and that's what we always say though. But just say if they say these two companies is going produce the weed,
it won't work.
The weed
they won't last. That one right there, I would say they will not fucking last.
Yeah, who knows? I don't think it will last either though.
Last. You'll have too many people fucking with the black market. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
motherfuckers probably come up and be like, "You're not fucking with this."
But look, it's still a lot of people that's gonna fuck with that shit. Just like it's still a lot of people that go to dispensaries.
See, look, that would separate the groups because all right, the ones
it's already separated.
The ones who like you got a lot of motherfuckers who still like don't really know certain differences with shit. You know what I'm saying? And they'll fuck with these watered down ass, dried up ass jars of weed that some of these so-called legal shops have. You know what I'm saying? And be like, shit, I'm on. Yeah. But you got a motherfucker who already be like, shit, that's not it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you actually like it's a straight up distinction. You fucking with the East Coast or West Coast, all right, you see them, but then you start fucking with the underground or the black market, you be like, okay, I fucking see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The light may shine.
But this is how it can happen, though, to my point, like I was saying. Okay, these two government agencies or whatever.
So you signed with the government, cuz
I'm just making a point. You gotta hear what a nigga saying though.
I got you.
Everything we said, I done said previously. Yeah. You know, as far as I ain't fucking with it, it ain't gonna work. The black market gonna flourish. But I'm saying it can happen. Because if you get these two government agents, they say you take care of this area, this region, we get this region. No, all you got to do is have different warehouses, different grow facilities set up in different areas, different states to supply motherfuckers with the tree. That shit can happen.
Look, and my
I hope it
here,
don't happen, but that shit can happen.
Look, my intentions here is not to be combative.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But this is where I talk about, you know what I'm saying, if the cannabis community as a collective really is what it is and you trying to fight for the betterment of this shit, yes, the governments, they can come out here and enforce this shit or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? But for them to actually do that shit, you're going to need the people's support to even pass and put this shit into litigation. You know what I'm saying? So if the cannabis, if the community is that big and that voiceful, you know what I'm saying, you actually band this shit together, they won't be able to pass and do that shit.
Who says that it has to be something that could become a bill? What if they say, look, what if
I'm
they
not
say
sure
this
where
is
that
the
shit
only
at,
way?
but all of this shit that's put up inside of like law, whatever it may be, regulations, however it is, you have to vote for that shit. You can't just go ahead and put that shit up in there. I don't know, I can stand corrected, but to my knowledge, you know what I'm saying, it's a certain chain of command that goes through that shit. That's why they have these voting seasons, all of that shit, like inner city voting, you know what I'm saying, for inner city laws and regulations and all that shit. Mm-hmm. That shit goes on the ballot for the collective community to actually see, to voice their opinion and to vote on.
Yeah.
If you see in the cannabis community that these motherfuckers is just trying to have one entity for the West Coast, one entity for the East Coast, like, and then you shutting everybody else the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Your voice can be heard right there if you really working as a community.
It would be shutting. See, and this is how they do it. It's a problem right now with the growers. It's a problem. It's a problem.
Why?
You know what I'm saying?
Because
it's too many. Right. So it's a problem. Everything has an expiration date. So it's a problem because it's so much weed though. You know what I'm saying? But if they can regulate that shit to where we selling it here, we regulate it here, and
y'all see that up.
We getting everything up out of here. It's still gonna go to the dispensaries to be sold and shit like that though. It will just affect the growers more so than anything. Well, it's gonna affect everybody though, depending on how the weed is produced and shit.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Do you think like if they like nerf some of these laws and like regulations that they have on cannabis, do you believe like these growers will actually be able to? It would not be an overstock of bud.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
wait, scroll it up.
That's antitrust relating to legislation.
Click on what is the meaning of It's just being legislated against opposing the trust of combination. Yeah. Man.
So basically what we're talking about here is that it probably won't happen because there are laws against like all these companies coming together to form one company. Now think about it, because it goes against consumer choice, number one. You guys know all the different kinds of weed that they're out there, all the different flavors, all the. Can you imagine only two companies? Now they know they don't have to compete with anybody. They know that everybody's just going to take whatever they give them, and so they're never going to allow that. They're never going to let that happen. So more than likely, it will be something that may still be regulated, but it's going to be disseminated among lots of different growers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know what I'm saying, the people do got a voice on some shit.
And that's how it should be.
But you have to be aware of this to know that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not aware of this shit, you know what I'm saying, of course. You know what I'm saying? That East got yours, West, we got ours. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you don't know it. But if you do know it, that shit won't happen.
Man, it probably could though.
Hey. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I ain't trying to be objective. I ain't trying to be argumentative, but who knows, man? I hope it don't happen though. You know what I'm saying? I want the shit to.
I don't see it going that route though.
Yeah, I want the people, small businesses, people to flourish in this shit though. But it's broken, man. Do you think? All right, based off that question, do you think the cannabis industry is broken? And you said to a certain extent.
Yes, depending on what you're expecting from like the community or dealing with cannabis. What are you expecting from it? Because if you coming from me, if I give my, like this just me, if cannabis is failing, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to the, you know what I'm saying, the annual music, you know what I'm saying, cannabis awards and all of that shit.
Yeah.
That shit is fun to me.
Right.
That's dealing with cannabis. You know what I'm saying? These little shows that we go to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Americana. You know what I'm saying? For they little events that they put up and go out, that's cannabis related. I have fucking fun.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Me and you, nigga, we be smoking like some cool little buzz and get to laughing like a motherfucker. That's dealing with cannabis.
Right.
That is fucking fun.
Fun as fuck.
You know what I'm saying? It's prospering to me in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I'm getting what I get up out of it. I got cannabis in my cup. This shit tastes fucking great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. You know what I'm saying?
But that's only one aspect.
I use Cali Gar. You know what I'm saying? I use less fucking spit. That's too dope. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's coming from my perspective of what I'm getting up out of it. You know what I'm saying? Now I can't say, like, I don't know where they get these fucking poles and shit from. You know what I'm saying? I got Best Way to Smoke gear on. bestwaytosmoke.com. You can find all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is fucking neat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm expect like what I'm expecting up out of this shit is cool. You know what I'm saying? I haven't came across some of the like the mean or some shit that's gonna make a motherfucker go overboard. Like I see all smiles and shit, you know what I'm saying? All like daps and all that. You know what I mean? So I haven't experienced the other shit yet. That's just coming from me.
Right. Well, I see a lot of that, but we've heard some stories, man, of motherfuckers that's, you know what I'm saying, people that's so
where the paperwork at? But we heard this shit. Produce the motherfucking paperwork.
Look, so you I hear you though, and that's true. I hear you, and I agree with you on that because I love it too though. Sipping on the shit in my cup, smoking the weed and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? The best way to smoke here. Yeah, www.bestwaytosmoke.com. Yeah, but that's just one aspect that you talking about in this discussion we having. I'm talking about.
You asked me though, do you feel it is failing?
The cannabis industry.
And I told you from my perspective. That's why I say it's depending. Like my answer on that is depending on what you're expecting out of the industry. If you were expecting something out the industry that you're not getting,
so if you're in
the
what are you doing in the cannabis industry? Most people in the cannabis industry are in it to make $1, right? Mm-hmm. Regardless of, you want to help people and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people want to make $1. So in that realm of the cannabis industry, when it pertains to growers growing, the state that it's in right now, to dispensaries, the state that it's in right now, to closing doors and laying people off and stuff like that. So just in the realm of you, if you was I'm gonna rephrase the fucking question then. All right, so if you was a grower, if you had that type of business as a small business, a grower or a dispensary owner, and you was going through the shit you going through and knowing what some people go through, do you think that the cannabis industry is broken in the state that it's in right now?
That's kind of a tough question for me to answer. Due to the simple fact, it's like I barely know any fucking thing about growing. I barely know anything about, you know what I'm saying, like running me a shop. You know what I'm saying? To know the differences
Solomon, man,
in that
what's
shit.
What's wrong with my cousin, man?
He's trying to answer your question.
Yeah, I'm answering your question to the best of my ability.
He's answering it from his perspective.
I'm trying to be truthful to the people.
I mean?
I'm trying to keep it a bop. You know what I'm saying? No, but like like from the stories of motherfucker actually hear on some shit. I done heard some people be like, man, it's like, it's tough. It's tough keeping up with certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's hypothetical. Just knowing the stuff that you heard based off the question that I just asked you, it's hypothetical. If you was in those,
I think I'd be kind of cool. I think I'd be kind of cool.
Okay, why?
Due to the simple fact, it's like the team I fuck with is cool. You know what I'm saying? And the vibes
Right.
we have, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's connecting vibes.
But are y'all
So
making
we
enough
connect-
money? Are y'all making enough money to keep the doors open? Are y'all making enough money to keep people employed? Or y'all not cutting people
I'm telling you
hours?
right now, the vibes that we have, you know what I'm saying, we will attract. You know what I'm saying? Our shit is it's attractive. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
cause
So
you
we
know
up there, we had that shit.
I love your positive attitude, man.
Yeah, I can't be dark like that,
except
man.
when it hey look,
I'm not a
look,
dark
hold on. Except
individual,
when
man.
it comes to you talking about the vegetables and fruits and shit.
I'm
You know
not
what
a dark
saying?
individual. I don't know nothing about vegetables.
But it's like
Carrots is
but
cool. That
I-
says good for your eyes.
Look, I do love it though.
An apple a
cuz,
day
but-
keep the
but-
doctors away.
But it's like when a nigga asks you a question though, you take it somewhere else. Like it's like you take it.
Nigga, I'm right here. I'm like, shit, our shit'll be cool. Nigga, my shit'll be cool. I'll be straight. If you speaking hypothetically, shit, hypothetically, I'm gonna have the best shop, nigga, on the West Coast.
I could dig it.
Nigga.
I could dig it.
Hypothetically speaking.
So if you was one of these growers,
I had
let
the
me-
best
let me
fucking shit
change
up
the
out of
question
here.
again. Then you know what I'm saying? If you was one of these growers that's experiencing sitting on too much weed because of the regulations, your shit didn't pass. You got to pay all this money for.
Look, thank you to the
for
people
the
that
bit.
surround me. You know what I'm saying? They teach me like, shit, bruh, if this is not working for you right here, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to be versatile. Find another lane. You know what I'm saying? If they trying to stop, if
The
they
question
trying to stop
is,
you, don't let them stop
do you think it's broken? Do you think the cannabis? If you was one of them growers, man,
No, because they got certain programs and shit. You know the one the bill that they came out with for the farmers market and shit like that. Nigga, grow your acre.
Oh man, yeah, I can
Get the grip. A little lower. There you go.
I
right
can
there.
dig it. I can dig it, man. So look, let's
Nothing but positivity
yeah,
and
let's
good
slide.
vibes, man.
let's slide on.
Slide and dip. nigga.
This nigga Serpo, man. This nigga Serpo Jr. Man, what's up with your boy Donald Trump though, man? The nigga he say
It's crazy. If he run, he gonna win. Nigga in an orange jumpsuit.
huh? You think he gonna win if he run? If he do run?
I mean, it's like, it's like right now you love to hate this motherfucker.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
love to hate type thing. Cause it's
Love,
like really
you think love to hate?
love
Why?
to
Why
hate
the
this
love?
motherfucker. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, when this motherfucker was in office, you gotta think about it. Motherfucker was like, shit, nigga, I'm getting rich out here, nigga. We got these different motherfucking loans he giving out. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a fuck.
I see
You know what I'm
it,
saying?
I
He
see
went
it,
up out
I
of
see
office,
it.
you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't going big no more, no none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of his personal views, you know what I'm saying, and opinions motherfuckers don't fuck with.
Yeah.
Before he became, you know what I'm saying, the president, motherfuckers see Donald Trump and be like, oh shit, nigga, that Donald Trump.
Putting them in rap songs.
You know what I'm saying? Never mind,
for the
you know what
right
I'm saying,
reason.
what he think, like
Yeah.
what his views and shit are. You know what I'm saying? But now since it's like you put him at commander in chief, you get the fucking microscope is on you. You get to see like this motherfucker is very fucking blunt.
Mm-hmm.
He speaks what he feels or whatever it may be.
Yeah,
And it's no backlash. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a motherfucker like hate that shit because if it was on the other shoe, we get to saying some shit how we feel.
I think he do get backlash though. I think he get a lot of backlash.
The backlash, but he don't get the cut. You know what I'm saying? You get the voice in certain opinion. They get what they call this shit council Christmas, nigga.
I know he got
canceled.
canceled off Twitter, Instagram.
Did that stop motherfuckers from hearing Donald Trump's voice?
Nah.
That shit was still being spreaded around. He may get blocked off of Twitter,
Like how
but
they
somebody
did,
else can be like, Donald
like how
Trump
they did
such and
Elijah
such.
Muhammad.
Yeah, they shut certain shit down, but you can still keep it pushing.
Now look though, this what he said though, that genetically engineered marijuana may be the cause of mass shootings. Because
Genetically engineered.
yeah.
I don't know if you speaking genetically engineered, if a motherfucker is putting some shit up in there to actually like fuck with your brain and your thought process, I can see that happening. You know, cause it's a history of like, you know what I'm saying, straight up.
I think like reading the article, I think what they talking about. He's saying is like the better weed to be smoking on if you smoke weed is if that homegrown shit, like the shit grown just straight the fuck in the backyard type shit. Nothing sprayed on it, nothing versus the indoors where you.
I wouldn't disagree.
That's
with,
a genetically
with the way you phrasing that right
Right.
there. I wouldn't totally disagree with that. You know, because if
what? So you think that can cause people to
What
act
I'm
like that?
saying
Because
is,
we
look,
have
listen,
this debate
listen.
and you never fucking agree with me.
No,
nigga.
listen.
No,
So
you
that's
guys
hard.
agree. He said he agrees with you.
like that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because if
No,
you
I'm talking
can,
about before though. Because when we
Man.
talk about psychosis and shit, that's the same kind of shit.
I just told you. I just said if they actually putting some shit up in there, you know what I'm saying, that can fuck you up in that aspect, okay, that I can see that happening. But as far as you talking about like Trump saying he believed the best bud is the one if you home grow this shit yourself. I got my own backyard.
outdoors.
I have my own backyard or whatever it may be, and I can go out there and grow my own shit. I know what the fuck I'm growing. I know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah, indoors is genetically, modified. Like you do different shit to get the
Well, shit. Well, if that is that way,
The
if it's
shit we
genetically
smoke?
modified, if it is genetically modified, what? Just because you're using indoor lighting and shit?
I don't know. It's the different shit that they put on it. I don't
know. Me, if taking it for face value, genetically, if you genetically fucking with it,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You going in there, it's like you
As it's
kind of
growing.
add something to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you just got a plant and you growing it indoor, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing no other shit to
But
it.
you add it, just say outdoors. You drop the
Man,
seeds in the ground. You drop the seeds in the ground and it grow. You pick the buds off, dry it out, and all that shit and smoke.
I don't know. I think it's more to it though. Like
on the
for you to
indoors,
grow it, man.
on the indoors, you know what I'm saying? You might, while it's growing, you might put something in the dirt to fertilize the dirt. You might
Fertilizer and shit.
you might do different things to it, or add an organic chemical or something, some shit like that, or add something to it
Now
organically.
that part will be upon the grower.
Exactly,
You know what I'm
but that's
saying?
what
it's
that's
like,
how
you
a
know,
lot of
if you go outside, like if you just grow, you know what I'm saying, a fucking batch of roses, you want to try to grow a fucking orange tree or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna just put the seed there and water it and like go. It's like you have the nourishments for the tree, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna, or the plant that's gonna help assist. You know what I'm saying? Because this is something living. You want to nourish your shit. Now, I'm not saying go out there and get some shit that's going to genetically modify this. I'm not saying like that right there. But if you have plant foods, you know what I'm saying, that nourishes the plant.
So do you believe that the genetically engineered marijuana is the cause of mass shootings?
That's something, just as I said, it's a possibility if a motherfucker is going in there and intentionally tampering with something. If you have if your intention is to go in here and actually modify this shit, you know what I'm saying? This is you intentionally doing this
we
shit.
open up the bag, the shit we get, the weed we get,
Yeah.
the indoor. It's on that level, cuz that's what I'm saying.
I think we on two different levels right here.